Basically, 89 Dames kind of came out of a need to kind of see myself in kind of culture around me. And I was really interested in how I saw myself reflected in visual arts, going to art school, going to fine art school, and like going through art history and not really seeing a reflection of anything that reflected my culture or anything I came from. And it came to a point where I was kind of really down on it with myself and my own reflection. And I decided, you know, I'm tired of seeing the usual tropes of beauty that are always kind of immortalized in visual art and in pop culture. So images like Marilyn Monroe or Elizabeth Taylor or even like Audrey Hepburn, you can see them at IKEA. You can go and pick them up and bring them home and have them in your living room. And I thought, well, what's so different about having more of an actual reflection of myself, like a real tangible reflection? So I had a lot of imagery that I loved growing up. My mom used to collect Jet magazines and Essence magazines and Ebony magazines. And a lot of that stuff started popping back up again online, and I started collecting a lot of the imagery, and I came across a stockpile of beautiful women that I was like, yeah, I could really use this. And the series just kind of evolved from there. And the 89, the number was totally arbitrary, and it just happened to be the amount of women that I had, and the number sounded right, and the term dames was something that I always really loved. It's a very dated term, but 89 dames just sounded right, and the energy kind of flowed really well with the title, and I just kept working on it. It just kept evolving on its own. And you know, I'd sit in my living room, I'd sit in my bedroom, I'd sit anywhere I could set up my studio, and that was the magical space where 89 dames could come to be. So I'm really proud of it. I love each and every one of them like they're my sisters or my aunties or like my moms. They're my family. So it's kind of nice to see them all displayed up in like a living room space now. And amongst, you know, other prominent white women, I wanted to be able to juxtapose that and see that they can exist in this space just as much as any other woman, basically. It's a really humbling experience to see something that I kind of took as my own personal therapy in a way, now a way for people to kind of interact and communicate with each other. It's a really great feeling, and I'm really interested to see how people will not only make their own connections with the material that will be there and provided, but also how they're going to respond to the artwork in the space through that as well, and just to kind of see that connection of their own experience with the experience that's already around in the living room space, and just seeing that connection kind of happen there. It's going to be really interesting to see the stories that are going to kind of be made there. When you experience 89 Dames, you will be stepping into a room of energy, color, movement, and just incredible magic. You'll feel it. You might not hear it, but you'll definitely see it, and you'll be able to interact with each and every one, and every woman will have a story for you. So I look forward to seeing you all there.